Hi guys. Video today is on QPath. This is the archiving software you'll be using when you come onto your POCUS rotation. You are going to use it to store your studies for personal as well as medical legal purposes. You can use the filter or search function to find good studies done by others, and the analytic function to find out how you are doing in terms of numbers of studies. So track your progress. How do I find QPath? We're going to go and put in dash QPath dash. Which will take us to the login page. Here you log in with your Alberta Health Services password, which will take you to the home screen. If you can't find the patient sheet, you can go Browse, Exams. That will take you to the same screen. And now you will look for your patient. So I have one that I did yesterday. That's me. You click on that patient and you'll come up with this screen. So a couple of things you have to do. You have to pick your exam type, which will be, for POCUS, everything will be under CalN. So this one is CalN Lung. Now, if you miss it on this sheet, we can go to Edit, which is going to bring you to this screen, which will again give you the option to do the exam type. And this was CalN Lung. And then you want to put in who the operator is, as well as who the attending is that is supervising them. Okay, you will see now that you will have a worksheet on this side and a QA sheet on this side. Now we still have the wrong worksheet here. So let's see. We'll go back to edit, make sure we put in CalN Lung. So it still says CalN Cardiac. So CalN Lung and save it. And now we should have two sheets here. You're going to have your reporting sheet as well as your QA sheet that you're going to fill out. It's really important that this gets filled out properly, especially this box at the bottom that says, does the ultrasound exam meet the minimum criteria to add to the log of the diagnostic studies? This is how you're going to track your log. In terms of reporting, you are now going to report on this little form here. You're going to sign it and then take it to a staff to log in under their name and countersign it and check your report. You can advance your study. So this will be your home screen. You advance your study by pressing on the arrows. So you can zoom in and out of that little thumbnail area just by clicking or clicking again. And then using these arrows to move between the boxes. And we can show you a little bit how these annotations and measurement boxes and arrows work when you come to us. So this is for the most part how you will set up your daily work. Now there's a couple of really cool functions that QPath will do. So the first button, remember that we said, was the edit button that you should know about. And then the next one now is this one, the image operations. So the image operations will bring you to a button that will get you to select an image. And now you can decide, you can delete the image you can export that image, or you can split the study. Well, if you've done a lung study and a cardiac study and you would like to split them, this is where you would do it. So you can report both of them and get credit for both of them. So you would go split. And then you have to decide if you're going to move that study somewhere else or copy it to a different file. So if we decide we're going to move it, now we have to decide where we're going to move it to. So this will again be CalAN. So say we want to make that a CalAN cardiac image. And then we would just say done. And a new study has been created under my name with that image. Okay, so now you have a CalAN lung and a CalAN cardiac. So if we want to get back to looking at our lung image, we can either click on that or QPath moves sideways. So you can just slide this, but it's not. So once it's open, you can slide it sideways. I'll show you in a minute. So once the study's open, to get back to the home screen, you can slide this sideways or that way to get to your other screens. So that's mostly the image operations. Just a reminder again, you can use that to export a study. So if you want to download a study to your computer, all of these studies will be de-identified when they show up. In terms of this screen, these screens, the image screen. So don't download the name screen. But you can download any of these if you're on the computer network with your own computer, and it will be a de-identified image or loop. So that's the archiving part. And the next part of what this software can do is the filter or search function. So we're going to go back to our full exam list here, and we're going to look at filter. And when we hit on that blue box, so you hit filter and you hit the blue box, and this will give you all of the public filters that have been previously set up. So this is filters that have just been designed by other people for you to search studies that fulfill these clinical criteria. So you can click on any of those and then the list of patients will come up. Or if that doesn't exist, you can build your own filter. So you would go and press that setting wheel, and then you would press the plus, say I want to build a new filter. I would go worksheet. I want to base it on my worksheet. I would say add. Then I pick CalAN lung, or whichever one, and then you can pick one single aspect that you want to search for, only one. You would save it, put your filter name in here. For you, it will always be private. I have the authority to build a public one, but you would only do private. You would get OK, and that would be saved as a filter that you could personally use. So that is how we do the search function. I'm going to go back and just run through that with you again. So finding our patient, we go browse, exams, look at filter, and then either press on blue to find pre-done filters, or on the settings wheel to build our own. Once we're on the settings wheel, if we want, we will press the plus, and then we can build a search criteria either on an aspect of the worksheet or the grid. So the grid would be anything that's on the tables when you search. So if you wanted to search your own studies, you could build that off the grid. So that is using QPath as a searching database. The next function that QPath has is the function of analytics. So you go to that same browse button where before we went to look for exams, and you would now go look for analytics. And you go to My Progress Report and find your progress for your rotation. And that's this is QPath in a nutshell. Hope you have fun using it. Any problems, come find any of the POCUS people. And enjoy your rotation. Focus on your POCUS.